Share. Can you guys see the screen? Okay, so today we are going to talk about Markandeya Rishi. Has anybody heard his name? No. Right. Okay. So he was a great sage, and his name was Markandeya Rishi. He was very learned in the Vedas. He was peaceful, respectful, detached, and devoted to Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu. And he specifically worshipped the Naranarayan Rishi. Have you guys heard about the Naranarayan Rishi? That like Vishnu form in blue and black, and then the other white is Arjun. Narayan Nar is Arjun, right? Nar becomes Arjun in his next life when he comes with Krishna, and Narayan is Krishna, right? They used to meditate, they used to do so much austerity, they used to live in the Badrika ashram. In India, there's a place called Badrinath. Have you anybody of you been to Badrinath? No. That's where Naranaran Rishi is worshipped. So Markandeya Rishi is actually his favorite deities, his favorite were Naranaran Rishi, who is Krishna and Arjun. So he performed meditation for 6 manvantara. That's thousands and thousands and thousands of years. One manvantara has 71 Mahayugas. One Mahayuga means what? You know, what are the 4 yugas? Who can tell me what are the 4 yugas? Yes, Raghav.
We are in Kali Yuga. Then there's Treta Yuga. There's Dwapar Yuga.
And first one starts with S.
Sat Yuga.
Ask mom. Satyuga, right? Satyuga. Yes, Arav, you want to say something?
I was going to say
Okay, I'm sorry. Satyuga, Treta, Dwapar, Kalyug, right? And if you one manvantara meaning the reign of one Manu, who is the who makes sure he has this kingdom of all the animals and the human beings and everything. So in one Manu, there are 71 of these combination of yugas, Mahayugas. And even Kali Yuga is like 432,000 years. One Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. And then Dwapar Yuga is double that. And Treta Yuga is triple of Kali Yuga. And Satyuga is 4 times. So now you take that one Mahayuga, that is millions of years, and you multiply by that by 71, and that is one Manvantara. So he meditated on the Supreme Lord for 6 Manvantara. That is millions and millions of years. And Ara might think, how can he live for millions of years? Yeah, yeah. Some people like Ashwatthama, Vibhishan, Hanumanji, they live for millions of years. They are Chiranjeevis, right? Raghav, are you in the class? Are you paying attention? Yes. So, during the 7th Manvantara, that Indra is a host. So Indra saw that this guy, Markandeya Rishi, is performing so much austerities, he's performing so much sadhana, so much meditation. Indra was like, okay, is he after my position? Does he want to become the king of the heaven? So he became insecure, right? He said, I'm going to break his meditation. So he sent the Cupid, he sent the Gandharvas who sing and dance nicely, the Apsaras, the dancing girls, and even intoxication personified person saying the people like, who can make you intoxicated. He sent them, all these people, to disturb the meditation of Markandeya Rishi, right? The women danced before the Rishi, and the singers sang, and there was so much nice music. But none of this could disturb Markandeya Rishi. Can you name one person when this happened and he was disturbed? Do you guys remember a story where one person, one rishi, was in meditation, and Indra sent an apsara, a dancing girl, and his meditation was broken. Markandeya Rishi's meditation was not broken here. Anybody knows that story? We did that story. Raghav, you usually have the answers. What happened today?
No. I don't wait. So she got like, I think those person's dad. I think no.
No.
I don't
He also comes in Ramayana. A clue. His name starts with V. Meera, Aditri. Do you guys remember? Arab, do you remember? Vishwamitra. Remember? Remember that Vishwamitra wanted to become a Brahma Rishi. He was in meditation. Indra sends Menaka, and he gets disturbed, and then he marries her, and then Bharat was born. Yes, we discussed that story, right? But Markandeya Rishi's meditation was not broken at all. And all the people who came, they felt like they were getting burned by his potency. He was so powerful, he was so energetic, he was in meditation. And Markandeya Rishi, nothing happened to him. He remained calm. And King Indra was like, what kind of person is this? He's just absorbed in chanting, he's absorbed in meditation of Krishna. Now, then, because he was so absorbed, the Supreme Lord, it's a typo. Please buy the sage. No, it's a typo there. So to bestow his mercy, the Supreme Lord came in the form of Nar and Narayan. Remember, we spoke about Nar and Narayan. He came in that form. And one of them was white in complexion, that is Arjun, Nar, and the other was dark. They both had 4 arms, Narayana and Rishi, and looked extremely beautiful. Their eyes resemble like the lotus petals, right? Because one of the most beautiful things on the earth is lotus. So we say Krishna's eyes is like lotus eyes. His face is like lotus-like or moon-like. His feet are like lotus-like, right? So that's what we compare, because we don't know anything which is more beautiful than the lotus. That's why we compare Krishna's eyes with lotus. They wore the garments of black deer skin because they are sages, Nar and Narayan Rishi, and they had the mendicant's water pot. Have you seen the mendicant putting a water pot? Like they have a water pot, they have the bamboo staff, like the sannyas danda, and prayer beads, right? We were just doing the beads. Right now we were praying, right? Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So they had that. And their prayer beads were made of lotus seeds. And they also had the Vedas and bundles of grass, durba grass, so that they can make the seat and sit there, right? And Markandeya Rishi saw that his favorite deities, his Ishtadev, Nar and Narayan, are there, and he stood up with great respect and fell flat on the ground like a stick to offer them obeisances, like he did Dandavat Pranam. We also heard a story where a little boy, when he saw the Lord, he was meditating also for 6 months. He was seeing the Lord in his heart. But then the Lord suddenly disappeared from his heart and he was agitated. And then when he opened his eyes, the Lord appeared before him and he fell like a stick, like he did Dandavat Pranam. Who was that girl? Who's that 5-year-old boy? Who was that 5-year-old boy who was also meditating for 6 months? And then he was seeing the Lord in his heart. And then the Lord disappeared from his heart. And then Lord came in front of him, and he just also felt like a danda. Yes, Ira Neva.
Dhruv.
Dhruv Maharaj. Yes, very nice. Very nice. So now Markandeya Rishi also fell like a danda, like a stick to offer his obeisances, right? And he was standing with humility, his head bowed, and he offered nice prayers to the Lord. Very nice prayers to the Lord. So the Lord Narayan was very pleased with him. It's like, you are a very great devotee, right? You have perfected your life by meditation, and you're not deviating anything. And you have been a celibate. You don't mingle with the women, right? And please ask whatever you want. Ask me whatever you want. Markandeya Rishi replied, saying, I'm satisfied by seeing you. I'm completely satisfied. But I also want to understand how your Maya functions and influences the entire world. Who can tell me what is Maya? What is Maya? Meera? Is your name Meera or Maya? What is Maya? Yes, Arav.
Is it like um desire?
It's desire for what?
Uh, I'm not. I don't know.
Okay, Raghav. What is Maya?
Like human desire.
Yes, but what kind of desire?
Um, Maya is like something in your like heart basically, or like in your body, and it's your brain. It's not nice. So like if you're studying and if there's like a site that you want to play, Maya is gonna be like telling you play, 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 and like watch TV and don't chant and stuff like that. She's gonna
Yes,
take you away from Krishna.
yes, yes, Arav. You want to say something?
The human desire is like a desire for food and money and other stuff necessary.
Maya is something which is taking you away from Krishna, right? Krishna has two energies. This is Maya is also Krishna's energy. Maya Devi created this world. Because of Maya, we think we are the body, not the soul. Because of Maya Devi, we are under the influence of Maya Devi. We we want to enjoy separately from Krishna. I don't want to chant. I don't want to read Bhagavad Gita. I don't want to read Srimad Bhagavatam. I don't want to go to the class. I don't want to listen to the class. Let me just play Xbox. Let me play PS3, PS4, whatever that is. That is Maya Devi's influence. And Yoga Maya is actually connects to Krishna. Yoga means connection. Yoga Maya connects to Krishna. So the friends of Krishna, they were under the influence of Yoga Maya. They never thought Krishna is God. Yeah, he's my friend. I love him. Yeah, people they think that he's God, but I can defeat him in wrestling. Subal used to say when Krishna used to fight with Subal, who used to win? Subal. And Krishna has to used to carry Subal on his shoulders, saying, "Yeah, Subal won." And Subal used to like, "Oh, yes, see, you guys call him God. I defeat him in wrestling." So when Subal saw that Krishna killed Kamsa, like, is this my friend? He gets defeated by me. He defeated this Kamsa big guy. He defeated all this Chanur and Mushtik, these big wrestlers. Then he had a fight with Krishna. Krishna lost the fight with Subal. Oh yes, this is my friend. He loses the fight with me. He's my friend. They never treated him like God. That is Yoga Maya. Yashoda Maya never treated him like God. He's my Lala. He's my child. Arjun also treated him like his friend. That is Yoga Maya will cover. They will not show because if they know that he's God, they will treat him like, oh Krishna, I bow down to you. But we are not at that level, right? So we bow down to him. But Krishna's friends, Krishna's gopis, Krishna's parents, they treat him like normal. They have that relationship. But Mahamaya just puts us in the outside thing that, oh, you don't need to worry about chanting. You don't need to worry about Krishna. You're under my control. Okay, eat good food, which is not offered to Krishna. Go out to the restaurants, go out to the movies. So that is Maya. It's telling you to do things which are separate from Krishna. So that's called Maya or Mahamaya. That's actually Durga Devi, right? So Markandeya Rishi is asking, show me how your Maya Devi functions. I want to see what can she do, what she does to this entire world. Narayan Rishi was like, what kind of benediction is this? Is this a good benediction? But they said, okay, fine. You want to see how Maya Devi functions? We will give you that benediction. So he he was always thinking about the Lord, Markandeya Rishi, and is thinking about how can I see the Maya. He was always meditating on the Lord. One day, as he was performing his evening worship, um, let me go to the next slide. So one day he was meditating on the banks. He was performing his evening worship on the banks of the river called Pushpa Bhadra. A great wind suddenly arose. Right, the wind created a terrible sound, and soon fearsome clouds appeared in the sky, along with lightning and thunder. Right, they poured down all sides of rain. It became so dark, so dark, so dark, and the wind is blowing fearsome clouds in the sky, the same clouds which created the Govardhan, the Samvartaka clouds, which created a deluge flood in Vrindavan. They appear. Then the great ocean, the four oceans from appeared from all sides, like there's so much water, 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 swallowing up all the surface of the earth with their wind-tossed waves. And Markandeya Rishi says that he's in the middle of the ocean, right? Um, so that he saw that all the inhabitants of the universe, including himself, that everybody was tormented by the harsh winds, the lightning bolts, and the great waves rising beyond the sky, right? In that inundating waters, there were terrible sea monsters. There were whirlpools, right? And there were so much ominous rumblings. Markandeya Rishi was now fearful and perplexed. What is going on? What is going on? Can anybody guess what is going on here? What is going on? What is going on? What somebody can ask Raga?
A flood?
Flood, yes, but all the oceans, everything coming together, huge rain. What is going on? This is like the yes, Raghav. No, you don't know? Meera, do you
I
know?
don't think I know.
Ira, Neva, do you want to guess? Anybody wants to guess? What is going on? Don't know. Okay, Raghav.
The Lord is mad at Markandeya Rishi.
What is he showing?
I don't know.
What did the benediction the Lord gave? What did he ask for? What did Markandeya ask for as a benediction? What did he ask for as a boon? Come on, we just discussed that. What did Markandeya Rishi ask for?
To feel Maya.
Yes, to see the powers of Maya. Now this is Maya Devi. This is what is happening is at the end of the universe, right? When all the yugas are finishing, right? After Kali Yuga, at the end of the day of the Brahma, or at the night of Brahma also, this flood waters comes and everything becomes water. And in the beginning, and again, the next day of Brahma, again, Brahma starts the creation. Right? This is called annihilation. At the end of the day of one day of Brahma, there are 14 planetary systems, around 10 or 11 planetary systems are all submerged in water. This is what is happening. Everything is underwater. And then Brahma has to create again from beginning in the next day. And when Brahmaji dies and goes back to Vaikuntha, again, the same thing happens. Everything is underwater. Even his abode, all the 14 planetary systems are underwater. Right? So this is what is happening. Krishna is showing him that Maya Shakti, right? The water inundated in the entire earth, the outer space, the heaven, and the celestial region. Indeed, the entire expanse of the universe was flooded in all directions. And only Markandeya Rishi remained alone in the water as if he was dumb and blind. Everybody was dead, right? Everybody was dead. It covered all the Earth's islands, all the Earth's continents, all the Earth's mountains. They were terrifying waves by hurricanes. He had matted hair. You know what is matted hair? Do you guys know what is matted hair? When Ramji went to the forest, he did his matted hair. He put it in a bun and he put the sap of a tree in his hair and he matted them. Can I have one of these? Yeah. Yeah. First offer to Krishna. Right? So his matted hair were scattered. Right? Sometimes Ira and Neva, you have long hair. Sometimes when you undo your braid, your hair gets scattered, right? It's all flowing. Yes or no? Right? Same thing. He had matted hair. He had long hair. And he was tossed by the waves of the water alone. He was tormented by hunger and thirst. He was hungry, but there's all water all around, but not a drop to drink. Can you drink ocean water? He was attacked by monstrous crocodiles and Timingala fishes. He was like exhausted and lost all sense of direction. Where am I? And he could not differentiate the sky from the earth because everywhere there's water. He couldn't see a piece of land. He was engulfed by the great whirlpools, beaten by mighty waves, and attacked by aquatic monsters. He felt like crying. He felt like I don't know what to do. I'm bewildered. I don't know what's going on. He felt fearful. He felt sick. And countless millions of years passed like this as Markandeya Rishi wandered about in the devastating waters of the ocean. This is the power of Maya, the illusory energy of the Lord. This is how powerful Maya Devi is. Right? So now, while he was swimming through those waters, he discovered a small island upon which there stood a young banyan tree. Right, let's go to the next slide. There was a young banyan tree bearing blossoms and fruits. Upon a branch of the northeast portion of that tree, he saw an infant boy. He saw a tiny baby lying within a leaf. In a banyan tree's leaf, he saw a tiny baby, right? And the baby was effulgent, was glowing so much that all the darkness in the world was being destroyed by his glow, by his effulgence. The baby was dark blue in complexion, like the monsoon clouds. His face was beautiful, like you can always keep looking at him. He's all attractive. The baby is all attractive that you want to go and touch the baby and take and hold him. And his throat, right? The throat bore the marks of a conch shell. You know, the conch shell, the shank has marks, right? When you see the conch shell, it has like 3 or 4 marks, carvings. His throat had those kind of marks. He had a broad chest, a finely sharp nose, beautiful eyebrows, lotus-like eyes, reddish hips, and an enchanting smile on his face. Markandeya Rishi went closer to the child. He watched in amazement how beautiful this little young infant is. Who is this little child? Who is this little child? Any guesses? Yes, Ira.
Krishna?
Yes. Yeah, the three, you want to say you have that answer?
Yeah.
The same answer. You look at the picture. Yes, it is Krishna. Then what does Krishna do? He actually took his um, hold of one of his lotus feet. He took one of his lotus feet and he took hold of with his graceful fingers and placed a toe within his mouth and began to suck his toe. Have you seen babies do that? Have you seen babies do that? That they suck their toe? Like when they're too little, they take their toe and try to suck it. Krishna, who is the supreme personality of Godhead, everything is created by him. He's trying to suck his toe. Why? Can any guesses? Any guesses? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? Any guesses? Because see, we always want to be at the lotus feet of the Lord. We always want to, all the devotees want, okay, we want our shelter. We always want to be at his lotus feet. So Krishna is thinking, why everybody wants to be at my feet? What is so special about my lotus feet? Why they always want to serve my lotus feet? Let me just try sucking it. He doesn't know that people love him because he's so merciful, right? He became a chariot driver for his friend Arjun. If you are as great, say, Ira, who is the prime minister, I don't know, of Norway, will he become your driver? Will he drive you? Raghav, will the president of the US drive you? Will he come to your house? The Supreme Lord, who is the biggest person in the whole world, everything is created by him. He became his friend's driver in the Mahabharata war. Is he merciful or not? He has no ego, no ego. He's not like, I am God, you are Arav, I am Bhakti Vinod Das. He's not like that. It's like, they are my children. He loves us. So he's just trying to see why the devotees are always after my lotus feet and they're worshiping me, and they say, well, I want to be at your lotus feet. He's sucking that. Let me pull up the verse. There is a beautiful, beautiful verse which is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam for this. Let me try to pull it up. Let me try to pull that. So he sings this verse. Kararvinden padarvindam mukharvinde viniveshayantam vatasya patrasya puteshayanam balam mukundam manasa smarami. Let's sing this again. Kararvinden padarvindam mukharvinde viniveshayantam vatasya patrasya puteshayanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami. So Markandeya Rishi is thinking, I remember in my mind the young Mukunda, who is Mukunda Krishna, who with his lotus-like hand is holding his lotus-like feet and placing his toe in his lotus-like mouth. He's lying in the leaf of a banyan tree, the Vatasya Patrasya. So this is a famous verse. We should try to learn that. So he's thinking like that. And he's mesmerized, like this beautiful Krishna is capturing my heart. Don't we want to see that beautiful Krishna? And also, like just like he steals the butter, right? Krishna steals butters from other people's home. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Who can tell the answer to that question? Krishna stealing butter is a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad
Aditri, what was it?
thing.
Bad thing. Yes, if we steal butter or steal anything, that's a bad thing. But if Krishna is stealing,
It's
Krishna
good.
can come to, yes, Meera.
It's good
Why is it good?
because because
He's the one who created everything.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the one who created everything. So
So he
he's
can
not
steal
stealing.
whatever
He's
he
not
wants.
stealing. Everything is created by him. Everything comes from him. And say, Ira and Neva, your mom makes butter, and Krishna comes and steals the butter from your home. Your mom and you will become more happy. Krishna, come again, steal my butter. I would love to see you. That is why Krishna used to do that. The gopis used to complain to Yashoda Maya, but they used to secretly say, Krishna, come. In the heart used to say, oh, if he comes to my house and steals butter, I can see him again. I can see his beautiful face. I can keep seeing that beautiful face of Krishna for a long, long time. I want Krishna to come. So Krishna was reciprocating. He knew what was in their hearts. So he used to go to new houses. At 4 in the morning, he and Krishna and Balram said, okay, let's go out. Which house we will go today? They used to put an X mark on the house and then go back to bed. And then in the morning, they will come. Oh, where did we put the X? Let's go raid that house. That house has lots of butter. Would you not want out of in your house, Krishna comes and steal butter? Would you want that? No? Would you not want to see that beautiful baby boy who can steal our heart? Ira and Neva, would you want?
Yes.
Yes. So Markandeya Rishi is completely amazed, like he's like he was exhausted. Remember, he's for millions of years he's floating in the water, he's trying to swim, and now is all his weariness vanquished. He was not tired anymore. His bodily hair stood on end, right? Sometimes we say we heard something beautiful or heard some beautiful music, your hair stand on one end, right? You get goosebumps. He was getting goosebumps because he was seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was confused. Who is this beautiful baby? Just then the child inhaled. The small baby child inhaled. And Markandeya Rishi went inside his body just like a mosquito goes inside. Markandeya Rishi entered within the belly of the child and saw within the belly that all the universe was there. Before his destruction, his ashram, he could see his ashram. He could see everything which he had seen before the destruction. He saw the sky, the heavens, the mountains, the stars, the oceans, the directions, all kinds of living beings, forests, countries, rivers, cities, minds, and so on. He saw everything. Meera, you don't have music class today.
Yeah.
So he saw before him the Himalaya mountains, the Pushpabhadra river. Remember, he was meditating, he was doing his evening prayers before the Pushpabhadra river. He saw that. His own hermitage, he saw that. And he saw that his own hermitage where he had the darshan of the Naranayan Rishi, he saw that. He was seeing all this as he was in the belly of Krishna, right? Now, Krishna again exhaled. The little baby boy exhaled. And Markandeya Rishi came out from his body. And again, he was in this ocean of dissolution. Everything was there, this ocean, and he was there in this ocean. So now the little Krishna glanced at Markandeya Rishi with a smile. And the Markandeya Rishi lost his heart. Like this little boy, baby boy, so sweet, so beautiful. He ran, he took him into his heart. I want to see this face of Krishna all the time. And he ran to embrace the little child. And Krishna disappeared. And in this moment, the dissolution of the universe went away, and Markandeya Rishi found himself in his own hermitage just as before. All the ocean water disappeared. This is what he saw according to what he had expressed. I want to see Maya. Now he could see Maya, right? Now he could see, he can understand how Maya functions. So what is the time? We have a few minutes. I want to finish this and then he had a great fortune of meeting Lord Shiva one time, right? Markandeya Rishi. He was meditating on Lord Vishnu near his hermitage. And Lord Shiva and Parvati were going on the back of a Nandi bull in the sky. And Mother Parvati was like thinking, wow, this Markandeya Rishi, this Rishi is so pure, right? And his body, mind, and sense are motionless. He's just absorbed in his meditation. He's in a trance. He's in a samadhi. He's not thinking of anything else, just thinking of Krishna. Please, Lord Shiva, please go and give him your blessings. And Lord Shiva is like, hey, this guy doesn't need any boon. He doesn't want anything, not even liberation. He doesn't want even to go back to Godhead. He's a pure devotee. He always wants to just serve the Lord. Still, okay, you're saying, so I'll go and talk to him. And I also want to associate with Markandeya Rishi. He's a great devotee of Krishna. I am a devotee of Krishna too. Let me go and associate with him. So Lord Shiva went there, but Markandeya Rishi did not see that Shiva has come here because he's in a trance. He's just in meditation. His eyes are closed. So Lord Shiva understood. So with his mystic power, he went inside the heart of Markandeya Rishi and showed his form, his Shiva form inside his heart, right? Markandeya Rishi saw the effulgent Lord Shiva suddenly within his heart. So he was like, wow, I was meditating on Krishna and now Shiva is appearing in my heart. So he opened his eyes and sees Lord Shiva in front of him. Immediately got up and offered obeisances to Lord Shiva along with Parvati. Parvati was there, Shiva's associates were there. He welcomed them with sweet words. He washed the feet of Lord Shiva and worshipped with them with garlands and lamps. And he says, Lord Shiva, what can I possibly do for you? You've made me so happy. I'm ecstatic that I'm able to see Lord Shiva, who is the greatest devotee of Lord Krishna, Lord Ram. And Lord Shiva said, I wish to offer you a boon. You're a pure devotee of the Lord. Please ask whatever you want. The last time he asked, what did he ask Narayana Rishi? He wanted to see the powers of Maya. Let's see, what does he want? And Lord Shiva says, of all the givers of boon, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, we are the best. So ask whatever without any hesitation. So what does he ask this time? He learned his lesson from the last time. Remember, he was exhausted in the ocean of water. And he found, okay, now Lord Shiva is giving me a boon. It's like nectar. I know what to ask now. He says, oh Lord, I offer obeisances to you. Although you've asked me to accept any kind of benediction. I don't need anything from you. Only, and I don't need Xbox. I don't need video games. I don't need chocolate. I don't need anything material. He didn't say all this. He said, I don't need any material things. What did he say? I only ask for you to have me unfailing devotion to the Supreme Lord. I just want bhakti to the Supreme Lord and his devotees. That's only I want, that I can always be in his bhakti and I can serve his devotees. That's the only thing is want. Lord Shiva was very pleased. That's the best thing you can ask. Not ask for chocolate, not ask for, I want Xbox, or I want to go out for a movie and this and that. Like bhakti to the Lord, because once we have prema, once we start loving the Lord already loves us. And we start loving the Lord, we will have so much joy, so much joy, so much joy that chocolate and Xbox and this and that, they are very insignificant. They're tiny. They're like an insect in terms of the whole ocean, right? So Lord Shiva was very pleased with his devotion and said, yes, may you always get that devotion, right? Markandeya Rishi continued his devotional service and he achieved spiritual perfection. So this is the story of Markandeya Rishi. So there are many lessons. Is a lesson on supremacy, right? A small baby, can they be supreme? Can the Supreme Lord be? Okay, why this is chat going on? Oh, Krishna, you guys have been chatting on this. Let's stop share. So, can you think a small baby can be the supreme person? Do you guys think? Sometimes we think, right? That person doesn't look so nice. Is he talented? Is he of any use? Sometimes looks can be deceiving, right?
You're not sharing your screen.
I'm not sharing my screen because I'm now, the story is over. We want to discuss the lessons.
Oh.
Did you guys understand the story? Was it nice? What lessons do you guys think of from the story before I tell? What lessons did you guys have? What do you guys can think of? Let's see, Raghav. What lesson did you learn from the story? Anything? Raghav? Okay, he's muted. Anybody else wants to share? What did we learn from the story? Anybody wants to give it a try?
I didn't really find any lessons in the story.
Yeah, so there are lessons. What should you ask for? If Krishna were to come in front of you, what would you ask, Aditri?
I would ask that I can see God every day.
Okay, see, that's the lesson you learned. Otherwise, you would have just said, if Krishna comes, I want probably 10 homes or 10 cars and this and that. But now you know what to ask. Was that another lesson?
It was.
Yes, Raghav?
I would ask to go back to Godhead.
Yeah, you want to go back to the spiritual planet. Yes. Ira and Neva, what would you ask if Krishna want to come to you and shows his beautiful form and he says, okay, Ira and Neva, you're beautiful girls. You are doing nice things. I want to give you a boon. What would you ask? Tell both of you, what would you ask?
I don't know.
You don't know? So think about it. What about you, Neva? What would you ask?
I don't know.
You don't know? So think about it. So like next time we will discuss. Meera, what would you ask?
That I could go to Godhead.
You want to go back to Godhead. You want to stay with Krishna. Yes. Ara, what would you ask?
Mia copied me.
Yes, Ara, what would you ask?
The Uh, uh, I don't know. I'll go into the Godhead.
Go back to Godhead. But even if you have any desire, say, I want to have Xbox or this or that, but ask it from God, it's still better than asking from, say Indra or Varun or any other Devata. Because if you remember the Dhruva Maharaj story, Dhruva, little boy, he wanted a kingdom which is greater than his great grandfather's kingdom, Brahmaji's kingdom. And he meditated on Krishna, on Vishnu for 6 months. And when Krishna came in front of him, when Vishnu came from him, he was like, why was I thinking of this? You are giving me, I was looking for a broken piece of glass. I was looking for a kingdom which is nothing, but you gave me something which is like crystal, which is dual diamond. Your appearance here is much more than I could ever ask. I was a foolish person to ask for material things. So when you ask from Krishna, he's like your father, right? Your father, like Ira and Neva, if you ask your father, can I get 50 chocolates? Will he give it to you?
No.
But you might
No,
ask your uncle and he might give it to you.
true.
Because your father wants you to be healthy. He doesn't want your teeth to get destroyed.
Yeah, your father and your mom, like your mom and your dad, they're like your main parents. So they don't want to give you that much junk food. But your uncle, your aunt, your grandma, your grandpa, they're not your like actual like parents. They're not the one who take care of you all the time. So they don't really care. They'll just give you it.
Exactly. Very nice, Aditri. So similarly, Radha Krishna, whatever you want, you ask them, and they will give you what you deserve, what will be good for you. They are like your parents. They are your parents. Your mom and dad, in this lifetime, they are parents, but Radha and Krishna are your parents for eternal life.
Yeah.
So does that make sense, Ira and Neva? Yes? So the other lesson we learned is lesson on supremacy. Can a little child be God? He's just sucking his toe in his mouth. Is he God? God should be like somebody who's great. He's sitting on the throne. He has a mukut on his head, and he should be like grave. Yes, Ira.
If he's God, it doesn't really matter what form he is in.
Exactly. It doesn't really matter what form he is. That's the lesson. Similarly, you see anybody who has any skin color, white, black, yellow, brown, anything, you don't differentiate because they are children of Krishna. You always treat people nicely with respect because they're children of Krishna, right? So that's a lesson on seeing with equal vision and lesson on supremacy. Krishna can come in any form, but he's all attractive. He'll attract your heart. And the third lesson is lesson on curiosity. What should we be curious about? How Maya works or how Bhakti works? What should we be curious about? How this video game works or how I can chant nicely or how I can read nicely? What should we be curious about? Remember, Markandeya Rishi was curious how Maya works. Was that a good curiosity question? He was in this ocean for millions of years. He wanted that. It's good to be curious, but you have to understand what to be curious about. Is it a good lesson, Aditri?
Yeah.
Okay, now we will, any other questions or comments? We will not do the shlokas today. We will do next time in Sunday. We have another.
Don't you have like 8 minutes left?
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? Next time we will also play a look at a quiz. So remember this story, okay?
Okay.
So that will be next Sunday. Any questions or comments?
Can we talk?
Talk. Okay, let me stop and then you can